what do you do when you have a bad body image day? First, I think it's super important to note that having a healthy relationship with yourself and with your body doesn't mean that you'll never have any uncomfortable days or have any bad body image days. When we think that being self-confident or having a healthy body image means that we're never going to have any negative thoughts, never going to feel awkward or uncomfortable in our body, never have any of those rough days, then we're setting an unattainable bar, and then we always feel like we're falling short on our journey for self-love. So the biggest thing I want to get across right now is that it's okay to have uncomfortable days in your body. It's okay for negative thoughts to come up. It's normal. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. What is in our power is, what do we choose to make those things mean, and how do we let it impact our body? How do we let it impact our life? We have to know that we are not our thoughts, and we don't have to believe every little freaking thing that crosses our mind. We're not in control of those first thoughts that pop in. But what's amazing is that we do get to influence our second thoughts and what we choose to do about it. So first, let go of that stress and that guilt that's associated anytime we have a negative thought come up. Don't make it mean that you're not on your self-love journey or you're doing things wrong. We're not in control of our first thoughts. Take ownership and responsibility, however, for our second thoughts. What we get to do, how do you reframe, what perspective do you take, and can you let go of those thoughts, or are you letting them throw you into a spiral for the rest of the day? So my favorite tool for this is accurate thinking. Sometimes when we're in the dumps and we're having an uncomfortable day in our body, it can feel like a really big jump to go from this negative headspace of I hate my body to shifting straight over into positive thinking and I love my body, because this idea behind manifestation or creating your reality, the affirmations that you're saying, for it to be powerful for you, it has to ring true. And if you're in a moment where that doesn't feel like a true statement for you, I love my body, if you're not feeling that and you think that the positive thinking of just repeating that line over and over will shift it, it won't have as big of an impact if you're not truly believing what it is that you're saying. So the tool we use for that is accurate thinking, so that what we're saying rings true for us in that moment. So instead of jumping from negative to positive thinking, if that's too big of a jump, just take the next step to factual and accurate thinking, neutrality. And this is something we can totally believe in. So if we shift our brain and go, I have a body, what am I going to do with that? It gets us out of that negative state. It shifts what we're thinking about. And we don't feel like we're lying to ourselves. That's a fact. I do have a body. It does do a lot for me. What am I going to do with it today? I don't have to let these thoughts and feelings impact my actual experience and memories that I'm making today. Those are just thoughts, and we don't have to believe them. We don't have to hang on to them. We get to choose what we make things mean and where we put our focus. Another thing we can do to shift our focus and get out of that negative spiral, if we feel that we're getting caught up in our mind, is to get out of your head and stop looking internally and shift your focus outward. So we accept the feelings. Okay, we're having an uncomfortable body image day. Don't even try to force yourself to going, ooh, you need to stop thinking like that, because even that is still paying attention and putting more focus on those negative thoughts. So we're still reinforcing them. When you notice them, go, oh, okay, that's not helpful. I have a body. What am I going to do with it today? And then shift your focus outwards. How can you feel someone feel seen and heard today? What's something cool that you can learn or do? What's a memory that you can make? What's something cool that you can notice in your environment? Shift your focus outward, and that'll help get us out of our mind and into our body and actually living in the present moment. And that'll help push you out of a spiral so that you can go on and enjoy your life. So hopefully you can use a couple of those tools whenever you're having an uncomfortable day in your body, and know that it's okay to have those thoughts and feelings where emotions come and go. We don't have to try to control them. It's like the weather. We don't have to try to control the weather, but we do have an influence over how we're prepared for it, so we can navigate those days without getting totally tossed to the side. So keep that in mind, and when you're having one of those days, just remind yourself, I have a body. What am I going to do with it today? And then get to living your life to the best of your ability.